Shalom, everybody. Peace of the Lord to those who love peace and no peace for the wicked, the Lord said. Like everybody talking about what happened and what's happening in USA. But, in order to see in the image of, of things, how it is working, we have to look at the global image, not only locally. For sure, we have to focus locally because there's a lot of leads will make us understand what I saw some comments saying like, what, Qatar? Like what? What people do not know that Qatar killed thousands and thousands of Christians in the last years. Uh, since the beginning of this filthy regime established, they invested billions, hundred of billions, not a billion, not two, not three, around the world to sponsor the Muslim Brotherhood, which is an organization burn churches, kill Christians, assassinate priests everywhere in the world. So you might say to yourself, how and where I got my evidence from. I will show you, but let us listen for a second, and then we will check some facts together.
Sure, some students feel strongly about Palestine, but there are outside factors too. Take a look at this Israeli media report. It talks about Qatar's donations to American colleges. And why is that important? Because Qatar supports Hamas. So in theory, the theory is that Qatari influence is behind these protests. Or maybe it's making a bad situation worse. But does this theory stand? Let's look at
Absolutely. How we can see if it stands or not, and I advise you, all of you, to check the numbers. Don't listen to somebody speaking in the internet. Always we have to check the numbers, right? Don't they, those atheists, they claim that they are people of science and facts? So here you see a report about how Qatar became a giant. Soft power, hard influence, how Qatar became a giant in Washington. We know that just a few months ago, Qatar gave Trump himself an airplane as a gift, $450 million, one payment. $450 million. You cannot deny that. What Qatar is seeking from such a payment? Do they give money for free? Nothing for free. There's nobody is giving you charity. Muslim countries around the world, they are so hungry and there's no jobs, and yet Qatar have money to give Trump, who is very rich, very wealthy, a $450 million airplane, fancy airplane. And Trump, he never say no to any money. Yeah, just saying, okay, good, that's good. He look at the Arab as a goat, and the goat have milk. They are a bunch of stupid. But those Qatari are Bedouin, and they are very wicked, and they knew what they are doing. Trump, he think he is taking their money. They are thinking while controlling the country. If you check how much money, and this is all you can check, don't take it from me. All right, you can check all the numbers you see in this article. 250 million on 88 FARA registered Libyan public relationship. In case you do not know what does that mean, we just showed you a few days ago how Tucker Carlson himself, Tucker Carlson, he became an employee for the coming 2 years of Qatar. Did you see it? Don't tell me you did not see it. We shared the file with you. I can open it again. You can find it in my previous video. He's registered officially in FARA as agent of Qatar. He's a foreign agent. Now this is the one supposedly they called him conservative. So they reached the president himself, the president of USA. They bought him an airplane, $450 million. We do not know how much they paid to Tucker Carlson. So Tucker Carlson, what they are doing now, they are giving money in every field. Liberals, conservative, cow dance, all of them, they are bought by Qatar. I don't have any evidence about cow dance yet, but we will find out. Time will tell. But we have evidence about Tucker Carlson. And as you see here, it says they spent $250 million On 88 people registered as a foreign agent to do what? To lobby for Qatar. What does that mean? To influence the decision, the politics, the school, the media, anything, and the population. Remember here, this money, I don't believe is true. Because we know, like, why they did not mention the $450 million to Trump? That alone is 450 million. But this is what they're saying. From January 2021 to June 2025, agent reported 627 in-person meeting with political contact in the United States. When you see FARA, this is the name of the USA organization for foreign agent. So anyone who's a foreign agent is belong to the Department of State or Justice. So anyone wanna be a lobbying for a foreign country, he have legally to register himself there as a foreign agent. So those are American, but in fact they are sold out to the devil, like Qatar Carson. So they are registered 627. And all of them, those are just Qatar alone, not Saudi Arabia, not Emirat, not Bahrain. You can imagine how much the Muslims are pumping money inside USA. And this is again, this is only USA alone. All right. The current Trump administration has deep ties to Qatar. 3 cabinet level members in the administration: Attorney General Pam Bondi, FBI Director Kash Patel. Who? The FBI Director Kash Patel and EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin. All of them, they were working on behalf of Qatar. This is only now in the side of Trump. We did not go to the left yet. Do you see how much Qatar is having a lot of influence? The general attorney of USA was working for Qatar, and you can check it out. She can arrest me. She have the highest authority in the country. The head of the FBI was working for Qatar as a foreign agent. The EPA administrator Lee Zeldin was working for Qatar. So we pay Trump $450 million. The general attorney was working for us, the head of the FBI. So we have connection with all of those. They used to be our employee. So imagine how much Qatar they have influence inside this administration today. What about the lefty universities around the country, from Colombia to any university you can imagine, the most expensive ones, are receiving billions of dollars donations from Qatar? $6.25 billion to American colleges and university. How much? 6.25 billion. Who is the one who killed Charlie? Who is the one behind all those strike free Palestine? Who is the one who pay for their signs and give them sandwiches and give them free the so-called Palestinian scarf? Everyone goes out, they give him money. 6.25 billion. What is the interest of Qatar in our colleges? Are they trying to support us to be more educated? Are they supporting the poor American because America is a poor country? And people cannot go to school, so they decide to be charity for the kuffar, for the LGBTQ. Are they in love with the LGBTQ?